Okay, today is Tuesday, August the 2nd, and I pray that you can see this video clearly. I've mentioned several times before I've been having problems recording, but nonetheless, I am here. So I create my own curriculum. I've been doing it for a long time. I do like to use other curriculum, but even if I was to use a box curriculum, I would still incorporate my own curriculum. So today I just made a crossword puzzle. We read chapters 2 and 3 out of this book, and then when we were done, we looked at some of the charts in the back of the book, and then I went to my big bucket of papers that I've shown in another video. I'll just insert a picture of that here. Not very happy that I have this big bucket, but I need to find a way to organize, and I actually have found a way to organize it. I just haven't purchased the items yet. So I created this crossword puzzle by hand, and that does take time. I think it probably took me about an hour. So that's the disadvantage, but really I would rather it take the time than the money for me to purchase it. Here is the questions that need to be answered. And then I went in my bucket of papers, that's what I was talking about, and found some old economics papers that we had from probably a year ago. I may even try to find the video and either link it or put a clip or something in here when we studied economics about a year ago. So I just went in my bucket. I actually went in the bucket to find the actual curriculum, the standards and procedures on teaching about economics. I could not find my actual curriculum papers, but we did the work, and so I found the actual work papers that they did from a year ago, and I just made a little question and answer part. So I will give this to them as a quiz. I will give it to them without any vocabulary words just to see what they have retained. Then I will give them the vocabulary word. So it'll be like a 2-part graded assignment. So that's for tomorrow. Last week on my video, I was telling you that you just have to keep going, meaning the key to anything in life, being successful in anything, is not giving up. And so every day I have to find a way to further make this homeschooling thing work. So I'm probably gonna say this every day. I don't ever feel like, I think the first day of school I felt like we did everything that we possibly could, but I know that it's not going to be like that every day. Like today I had to stop and make more assignments for my kids for the future. But we did go over 3 things today. I actually meant to do this video inside. This train does come by like every 15 minutes, and I don't have time to edit any videos at the moment because I need to clean off my recording device. So I meant to do this video sitting down in the house by the couch with a cute little homeschool background, and the future ones may be, but I had to get this out. So I'll share with you also my planner. It's August now. This is what we do for whatever month it is. We decorate the calendar. My boys decorated their calendar with leaves and things like that. This is how I plan on doing my classroom setup. This is just an idea of what it won't look like this, but it will look like this. The colors are correct, but the actual design is not. And then my daughter, she did hers tie-dye, which this is supposed to be tie-dye. On the pages, it just has some videos that I do plan on some videos that I plan on recording. And this is the week. This is actually what I have planned out for the week. You can see that it looks empty, but I will be adding stuff to this. I actually have stuff to add to this. But so far, it has what we did today, whatever happened to Penny Candy, chapter 2, 3. And then it has the Kaboom Mad Facts game, because my daughter is going to play that repeatedly. And then it has the 20 words, and she did do her 20 words today. So that's all that I have on here so far. But of course, I can add the crossword puzzle quiz and the fill in the blank quiz. Today for chapter 2 and 3, my kids actually did read a lot, and I was proud about the way that they read. I can tell you that some of the words that are on the crossword puzzle came from the book, but some of them were not really definitions in the book, but I still spoke about them. I thought about today, because I try to do anything that's going to help me out, and sometimes a great way to help out a teacher mom like myself, since I'm doing a lot of the work myself, is games. Games help out a lot. Like the Kaboom game with my daughter, and I actually got that idea from Saddle Up for 2nd grade. So I'm gonna create a box. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use a shoe box or like a Amazon box, a bigger box, but decorate the box and like put history questions and answers in the box. So like you could pick up one question and answer just random stuff. This is about anything in history, any time in history. But I think I'm going to do that just as a refresher for them, to help them memorize dates and names of people and things like that. I hope that makes sense, but if not, you'll see it in a later video. Oh, okay. So this is what a week should look like. A lot of this stuff can be transferred to this new week, but you'll see this was last week's assignment. So it should look like this. I'll put down things that I want to talk about, stuff that I want to concentrate on. But what they actually do in a day, it goes on pages like this. What they actually do for the day. So here's a day. Actually, here's one day and here's another day. And then here's one day that I put all on one page. And then here's today. As you can see, it's not that much, but this is one of the things that I did want to talk about. I do also, to help me out, I'm sweating, it's hot outside, with being a teacher mom, I do get help from other teachers. So with history, I am using a teacher out of Atlanta to teach my kids as far as note taking goes. I'm using a history teacher out of Atlanta. And I'll mention him if you like, or if somebody's interested in who I'm using. All you have to do is just hit me up on Instagram in a DM, which is Chocolate Classroom or Humble.Victoria. Either one, you can hit me up on there and I can show you the teacher that I'm using to assist with the history. And right now in history, we are studying Russian history. But the box that I'm talking about will just have random history facts. Okay, I feel like I'm kind of rambling. Oh, another person that I use as far as coursework, like with the teacher out of Atlanta, my children will get a participation grade for actually watching the videos of the people that I tell them to subscribe to. For instance, we watch a lot of homesteading channels. They will get participation grades for that. As far as the Bible and what is it called? Our Bible studies, that's another person that I use that is online, that I have them to listen to. So, if that makes sense. So, that's what we do. And we normally start with worship, and we usually start with devotion every morning. Okay, so now that I don't know if I showed you the video, but actually last week I had 2 boxes of these loop bands. So for our Fitness Friday, we used those loop bands. Those did not work for me. I guess because I have really thick thighs. I did feel a little bit of a workout afterwards, but the the loop bands digging into my thighs was more annoying than anything. And I just saw the loop bands on here. So if I have some video footage of that, I may or may not put it in. I may just add a picture. But those didn't work for me. But I have some other things that we need to talk about this week. Again, like I said, some of this stuff from last week that wasn't done just needs to be transferred over to this week. So we're supposed to talk about endurance and some other. It was 3 different keywords that we're supposed to talk about. I need to go and get a copy, well, an image of a brain and divide it into parts because we talked about that. Oh, it was flexibility, strength, and endurance. And that's really it for right now. If it's something else, I definitely can always get back on. But sometimes I do want to go ahead and get on here and say something. But if I'm not on here, then I'm trying to plan for homeschool. And I think that's it. Just keep going, even when you behind. Just keep going. Just the endurance. I just got the consistency. I gotta keep it going. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Here's my supply list. I can share that with you as well. You can see, here's my supply list. And it just says, and I did need to add something. Did I need to add something? I always need to add something. Okay, so what I put on here was these folders. I'm going to purchase all these items and do a haul video as well. But for right now, it just has folders, printer paper, pencil sharpeners, markers, crayons, color pencils, pens, printer ink, laminator, pouches, glue, paint and brushes, some gummy worms, because that's just how we roll. Some huge Ziploc bags and sticky notes. So I actually kind of want to get some crates. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. But that's optional. I'm not even look. That ain't gonna happen either. I'm just trying to see what else I can mention. The theme. So I'm gonna try to start filming my homeschool room setup. I just like doing it. It's not something that you have to necessarily do, but there's this huge mirror in our room, and I always like to cover it like it's a bulletin board. And I've done several coverings in the past. I can insert them here, or you can go to my Instagram page and it's there as well. And so the tie-dye theme is what I'm gonna go with, because we've been doing a lot of tie-dye. Oh, I didn't bring them out here. So there's these pictures that my son drew. He always draws pictures for me all the time. Both my kids do. But one, he really likes art, and one just does it like sometimes. But he drew these pictures of this couch, because we used to have like couch moments every day. At the end of the day after homeschool, we talk about what we learned about and stuff like that. And he drew this couch, and I was thinking, where can I find like some lime green school buses? But we really don't do school buses since it's homeschool. So it's these couches that I'm gonna try to make lime green, or maybe even glitter lime green. That would be cute. And it was one other picture that I was gonna put with it. It was some couches, and what was it? That's crazy that I can't remember. It was couches and something else. But I'm gonna end the video there, because I should have brought that outside, but I'll just take a picture and show you. So I'm gonna put those on the bulletin board as well. And then the outer portion for the border, I wanted that to be tie-dye. And that's what you're looking at. So it's not gonna look like my August calendar. This is for my planner anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But I just want some border going down that's tie-dye, and then another border. I'm gonna do a triple border. I know people be doing double borders, but I'm going to try to do a triple border. And that's really it. So I have a lot of planning to do. Even with books and curriculum, it's still a lot to do. I still have a lot of grading to do. The fact that we are putting everything in these folders is going to help me whenever I do take the time to grade. But I do know I'm probably going to have to take a week off from homeschool in order to do that. And I'm not even ready to take a week off yet. But I know to catch up with the grading, that's one thing that I'm going to have to do. So I don't know when that week is coming up. I don't know. But when I find out, you will find out. Oh, it was a couch and some backpacks. So that's going to be really, really cute to put up. And that's really it for real this time. That's it. I just wonder what it's looking like, the video.